Hey everyone, it's Linus with Hitching Up and Moving On. And we are going to do something different today too. We have Daisy that likes to jump on things, so we know she's going to tear the screen out of our camper door. So I'm going to replace it with Plexiglass. This is our door off of our camper. I took the screws out down through here so I can take this all apart. And I'm hoping I can take it apart enough I can slide the Plexiglass in when I get down and cut the corners. And then I'm taking the handle off right here. The handle, there's two screws on this side and there's two screws on the other side. Takes this handle off. And here's one of them. There's the other one. I'm going to take them off and see how we end up turning out when we get done. So I'm going to set this up where you can watch a little bit. And hopefully I may have to adjust a little bit. I may have to adjust the height on it a little bit because I think it's down too much. Oh! Okay, how's that? And then, so I'm going to flip it over and see the section's already coming out of here. So I'm thinking that's going to help me do this. I want to go ahead and take the screens completely out of it. And there's no hackle. Change this over to a Phillips real quick. And let's cross here, take this. I never did this before, so it's going to be a learning experience. I'm hoping that everything pops apart the way it should. Get a screwdriver for that, I guess. I would think this handle will be replaceable, so why am I missing a screw? It might just slide into place. Never took this like that. It just slides into place. So that takes that off. And then I'm going to remove the, I'm going to go ahead and remove the screen rubbers. I hope it works when I get done. So we'll have a screen door without any screens. These are a nylon screen, and actually nice screens. I'm going to hope I have everything I need to do this. And if I don't, I'll put some of it back together and we'll rework it. The first time I did something I got messed up on, so. Okay. That apparently goes in there like that. There's all the screens out of it, which we're going to set aside. There's another one's going to go in there. And I'm hoping now when I get done, my goal is to want to spread it a little bit, take these out. And I might want to leave that right here so I know which way it goes. I might put a mark on them. Number 1. Three, 2, 1. This piece comes out down here of the track. And now you can see that I've got the whole assembly apart on the screen door. All the panels out, screens out. There's my plexiglass right there. It's going to go in there. It is going to go on, let's see here, the other side. It's going to end up going on this side, I believe. I did that right. And go on this track, one of these 2 tracks, whichever one I want to put it in. But I think, let's see something. This would be number 1. It would be upside down. It's going to go right here. So it's going to sit right here on that ledge. Why this is not sitting so right. And so it's going to sit probably going to go in this outside track then right here, because it's going to sit on this ledge right here when it goes in. So let's hope that works out that way. And I'll go from there. It may take a little doing. I said I've seen somebody else do this on the channel. I didn't. They didn't have a video on how they did it, so I'm going to measure. Maybe I can even bow it before taking all that out and put it in here. I'll probably put this little piece back in, this little bar in, so I can get my top piece in first and go from there. So let's do that. Knock this thing off the table, and I lay those screws over here. Daisy's out here chewing in her kennel. Oh, I got the wrong bit on there. I think I hit it. Let's see where it's got to hit. Okay. Right there. Go in there. Let me see something here about where they got to go into. Okay. It's hard to see that from the other side. There's one. The other one should line up there then. I'm about to switch this bit. This bit does not fit them screws very good. I'm not going to tighten this side up all the way. I just want to kind of keep it in line. I'll run it in a little bit. Okay. Well, there we go. So I can get my measurement, which is going to be around that. It'll be 27.5 by 31.5. Take this down. I'll set it over here. Seven and a half by 31.5. Now we're going to use that. Now that'll be my basic square, and then I'll have to round those edges when I get that done cut. Okay, so I got my my plexiglass clamp down. I used a couple other boards so I don't cut into this nice board I'm going to use in my flooring in the house later on. And I got it clamped down, and I'm going to take my Dremel with that blade on it, and I'm going to run down through there and see how it does. Next to that, I'll touch that line. Then I'll cut that line, and then I'll make my curved spot. I'll have to mark it on the door and curve it, and hopefully it will fit and slide into the track like I want it to. So we'll try that here right now. I'm gonna have this on here for you. Hopefully you can see that. And this is one of the ways I've heard of cutting this. It's going to burn it a little bit. there's my piece out of there. Well, that's that cool. Take all this back off here. Let me go ahead and cut this little strap off here. I'm not going to need it, and it's just going to be right in the way. Okay. Take and put this for my bottom part of my door. Lose my shirt in a minute. I'm hot. Whew. It's not bad out today, but it's so windy coming in here to make things hard to hear. And this is just a couple pieces of fence board I got. I'll save. Now they say if you go back through here and knock the edges off this, like this, just knock the edges back off after it dries cool. I might reverse this a little bit because that spot at the bottom, it got crooked a little bit on me, so I'm going to put it at the top. I'm going to run a piece of sandpaper across that too. Now I'm just going to take this edge. I got a piece of this and hit it down through here, knock the edges off that. Make it smooth. Won't be able to see them anyhow. This is about, I want to say, I've got what, 1/8 inch, maybe a little thinner. It's not real heavy duty. I'm hoping it'll hold up for what I want it to do, but we'll find out. And I'm gonna lay this door back up here again. I can work with it. It's going to sit in that groove like that. Now, if you guys can see what I'm doing, it's going to go inside this groove that's right here. It's going to go inside that groove there, but it's going to be up here. And then I need to mark it around these corners and cut this corner out nice and neat. And that shouldn't be too much of a cut. I think I can flex it and put it right in there. And we'll see how it goes from there. Like I said, I may have to put a couple little bars across the back side of it so it stays nice and firm. But yeah. So we're going to take and that's like that. I'll take my Dremel and cut them. Yeah, that should be easy to do. I'll lay that board across there so I don't cut into my nice. This was $20 a sheet stuff, and I don't want to ruin it. I'm just going to cut them right there, slide it down here, and put one clamp on it, just to hold it in place, nice and in place. My garage is always a mess. I don't know, I can't never seem to keep it cleaned up. But So you can see I got a nice little cut. It's not perfect, but it's actually I need to take a little spot right there off, don't I? I didn't see that. It's hard to see in that when you got that big blade in your way. That way to fit in there nicer. I'll get that on there real quick. And let that cool a minute because it gets hot, and then just break them off right there like that. Yeah. They should come off there. Little edges. My table is not real. I don't have my saw horses in here right now, so I have to see if I see how that fits before I cut any more off of it. I just had thinking this will pop right inside that frame. If it don't, well, I guess I'll find out the hard way. Now I'm going to have to take that bar back out of there. That's why I thought I'll take this back out so I can get that tapped all out. Do this right, I should be able to flex this. I'm going to take the clear off last. I want to make sure it goes in there first. Oh, we went past the in the next groove down. Shaking. And table shaking real bad. Okay. All right, slow down a little bit. This should go in here. There it went. Okay, it's in there. I said I may have to put some kind of support in there because it really doesn't look like it's going to be where I want it to be. But we'll see. Across here. Hope it was laying flat. This is underneath that. And that's how that'll go right there. That's how that'll go. I said I might have to put a bar across the middle of the rest of it to make it go how I want to. But let's see if I'm going to get lucky and get the screws lined up. Their nose. Allergies are kicking my butt this year. Oh. little bow to it, don't I? A little tight. Oh shit, everything's falling off here. Yeah, I guess when I tightened it, it tightened in this groove a little bit. It's got a little bit tight. I may have to take an edge, just a little bit off the edge to make it fit, but it ain't bad. And I got some screen door things to put on there too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely take it. It's just too tight on it right now and making it bind. Okay, well, you get the idea so far. So I'm going to take this back apart. You guys can see me? Yeah. So take this back apart and I'm going to trim this down just a little bit on one side. And that frame is just a little bit tighter than I thought, so I will make sure it fits good. Take about a minute to do that. If my head would give me a break. If it's this way, see if it's this way. Because when I tightened it up, I think it was that way. So slide this out of the groove again. Oh, maybe. Fit in there pretty good, didn't it? Knock the camera off. Now I'm just going to take this side, slide this over a little bit. I'm just going to trim this a little bit down through here. Man, mine must not be on my table very good. Big board on a little table. And I will put this right here. I'm just going to trim down through here. Since I have plastic on there still, I'm going to clamp it just a little bit. Keep it in place. And then I will take and pick off a little bit. And I'm going to recheck these corners when I get done, just make sure I got enough off them too. I'm just going to literally take off a fraction. I don't know if you ever used a Dremel before, but these are pretty neat tools. They do a lot around the house. Then I want to recheck the corners on this to see if I'm pretty accurate on them when it lays on there. Put this underneath here for a support. Oh, I'll stay on there for a minute. Well, heck.
You're watching TLC On Demand.
I'm Teresa Caputo. I like to think of myself
No, that's no problem right there.
just like smell gardenias. Oh my God. He leaned over and kissed you and said, I need you to know that you're not alone. No matter where I go, spirits come to me, and I am compelled to help.
I think I'm good.
It's not just my job. This is my life.
And I don't want to take off much more on this one because this one was kind of not in there as much as I wanted it to be. But I think it's good.
You are never done improving and doing work on your house. We already redid our bedroom, which looks phenomenal. So we had this little
Put it together one more time before I take the clear off of it.
to redo the bathroom.
And
Sad to see my bathroom go. I really don't feel this is necessary. Well, I was happy with the way the bathroom looked. The bathrooms were fine. Nobody complained about them except for Teresa.
this end of this place up here, which is a pain in the butt to get in here, but
Pretty nice.
It's gonna look beautiful, right?
It's gonna look like Italians did. The houses in the
I
70s.
think it's in there.
Yeah.
Make sure it fits right before I, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of silicone in that thing,
It's like
and it should
something you
fit really nice, and that'll hold it in place better.
Do you think Mom was outdated?
No.
I don't think Black Mom was outside. That would be like asking me to wipe the
I'm
diamond.
gonna run 2 screws in there and see if that tightens up nicely,
I'm ready.
so it doesn't bow it like it did before.
I'm helping them. Get my frustrations out.
What frustrations do you have?
Well, I'd rather get out of the bathroom with you. Teresa changed things in the house like she changed the money. Whatever money she has, she's
So hard to see that little hole down there.
spending.
Jack Larry's got to get his piece of it.
We'll just knock down the whole house and start from here.
I think he was like kind of picturing my face there as he was demolitioning.
That's better, it laid in there better and tighter.
Feel better already.
That looks like it's going to be fitting in there pretty nice. I still think they put some kind of piece of metal behind the back of this to have a center section holding it. And then we'll take a bead of silicone and just go all the way around this right here, like that. So it, oh gosh, darn it. Didn't realize my camera got flipped. I'm gonna take a bead of silicone and go around this whole piece to help firm it up. But I'll do that after I take the clear off and stuff, and we'll go from there. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this piece together. I think I can get the tape off this side without having to. Maybe I should pull it before I do it. that looked pretty darn good so far.
She knew that he was going to kill her.
And it's actually ended better than I thought it'd be.
I knew that was my only out.
Now I got to build the rest.
Was that she was
Now there's a lot more to build. So we will keep on trucking on this. Then I'll see about putting maybe some ports in it, but I got to put in my bottom section, which is going to come up to right about in here, where it goes across for your open screen. And get that piece put in there, and then I'll go from there. But right now, that's what that looks like. And I think it's turned out pretty darn good. That looks pretty nice.
everything that you're doing.
Oh, I think we'll be happy with that. We don't usually use a screen door too much anyhow. And with the dog, I know she's going to scratch it a little bit, but it's better than having a couple scratches in it. It's better than having a couple scratches in it than have the whole screen just ripped out and then you're stuck all weekend with a ripped out screen. It looks like crap, so. But, okay guys, I'll continue with this in a few minutes. I got to change this battery actually on this GoPro.
You need to go out. No.
Beginning of 80.
Okay. I'm putting this bottom panel back on because it doesn't have to be off there right now. I'm going to put it back on there where it's supposed to go so I can line up my next piece of plexiglass.
It looks like a one piece, but it's in two pieces. That 35 is number one and number two. I didn't know they made everything.
Go, back
They were
door.
two pieces, they were two pieces. They were
Go back door. Go.
confused. Well, when you sit and you want to spray.
Oh, you're dripping.
Front, rear, whole shape, oscillate.
You're bleeding, huh?
Getting a little nervous. Who buys that? A lot
Go.
of pan-European.
On my drill. Uh-huh. Excuse me.
Me and my husband Larry have been together over 20 years. I have never.
This is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm really not public. But, you know, I am a
Let's have a party. Go.
You like that one?
Smiley found it.
Go potty.
Let me tell you.
Any other questions?
Okay, I was able to get this figured out on putting it back together again on how this slides, and I need a piece of plexiglass go here and a piece here. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough with me today. I may have to go buy a piece to go in that little section there. It just slides it back and across. So I want it to let the glasses up in here, and I'm gonna I'll clean it real good, and then I'll silicone all that in. And then we'll see about putting a support in there. And I'll clean up this frame. It's been scuffed up a little bit. So anyhow, let's get the next piece put in here and hope it goes better than this last piece just went. Slide this down. I think you guys can see that good. It should be the same width, should be just 27.5. It's gonna go in those grooves, so it's gonna be not quite 27.5. I'm gonna make it a little shorter this time. And it's gonna sit in this groove, which would be 20.25. So 20.25 and 27.5. So 20.25 and 27.5. Just write that down just in case. And I'm going to take this and set it aside for a minute. Get my piece of plexiglass back up here. Cut it. Let's see what we have left. On the white side out so I can cut on the white side. And we have 20.25 and 27.5. So we're going to find out where that actually comes down at on here. I have a marker in my pocket. 20.25. Ooh, wow, we're really, really, really close. second here. Okay. Go ahead and mark these real quick. Straight edge. I'll see how much I have left to fit a door. Gotta be a miracle if that fits in there nice. Come on, move. All right. I'm hoping that's enough to do what I want to do. That is 9 3/4. Oh. I don't think I could have made that any better if I wanted to. I think that's going to be exactly 9 3/4. Well, that's going to be awesome. So, cut that. I think I'm going to cut this one straight off first, that way I don't mess it up, and then I can just cut this edge off. And if we get this over here and cut it off, that's going to be great. If I can use that piece across there, I'll be tickled to death. And I've been clamping it. If I got this figured right, it should go right in the door when I get done. That fits pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave that little extra tightness in there to make it fit tight, so when I caulk it, it'll stay.
Oh. Come on in.
Get to clear off that.
You gotta get in your bed. Go bed.
That is, as you can tell, that is 2 for 2, and I'll caulk them in, and I'll put some supports on them too, but that looks really nice. Now I'm going to put my last piece in, and hopefully it works.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, I'm going to cut this last piece here, which is that piece right there, 15.5 inches long. It's going to go from the inside of that and come over here to this rail, and should snap in there if I get lucky. And I even thought about drilling some holes in that to let air flow through if you want to do, but it'd be all time, so it would let bugs in. So anyhow, I'm going to do that next. I'll cut that one 15.5 and see how she lays. Tool that does it all. I'm going to flip this over. Be careful with it because I have not got the panels all silicone in there yet. I want to try to get it to go in here. Let's go on this track here. May have to take something loose here somewhere along the line to get it to go in there. Looks good. I just may have to pop this loose because I don't have this one glued in yet. That way I can widen it a little bit to put what I want in there. That's what I'm going to do. This down in here. I'm gonna get this underneath there to be able to get it in the track I want it to go in. And one track and underneath that track. Right there. I may just have to pop this whole panel out of here and do it like that. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I just don't think it's going to go with the rest of that in there. There we go. Give me enough room to get it in there. Put this out for just a minute. Okay, I'll show you the finished product on it. I had to end up trimming just a little bit off the this piece here, this piece right here. It was a little bit too wide to fit in the groove in there. The groove was narrower in the backside than it is out here. So now I got my slider right there. This one's in, that one's in. I'm gonna run a bead of caulk all the way around this, real slight bead to give it some strength. Keep everything in place on all these. Well, this one I may not have to, but because it's really in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and run a bead of caulk all the way around these. I'm gonna clean the door up first before I do it, and like get this tape off here, because we had a temporary guard down for the dog when she was a puppy, and we haven't had her in her since. She's now 9 months, going on 10 months, and she's a good 75 pounds, I want to say. So she will rip she's real bad about jumping on the doors, and we've been trying to keep her from it, but she's still a puppy. She has to learn. So anyhow, I get this rest away installed, and I'll show you the final product. Okay, I got the door pretty much finished, except for putting it back on the camper. I want to let the silicone dry. I've siliconed around all the edges of these panels, so it should make them nice and strong. I didn't put a ton of silicone. Well, that Lexel is what I used. It's clear. It's very, very durable. It will hold, give that some extra strength. And I'm still going to look at maybe putting a cross brace from right about here all the way across to give it some extra strength. We'll see. I want to see how it is when it dries. So for right now, that's as far as I can go with it till we get it back on the camper and see what it looks like. So thanks for watching this. If you don't go any farther, please like and subscribe to our channel, Hitching Up and Moving On. Comment, leave us a comment on this. I've seen other people put these in, but I did a detailed description on how they put it in, how to put one in and do a good job, and I think it turned out really nice. If you didn't have any dogs jumping on it, it'd really be nice, but I still may put some kind of protector right here on this bottom panel. She's got to learn. That's what it comes down to, not to jump on doors. But I just didn't want to rip the screen out. This panel cost, I had $100 and everything. I think $69 for the piece of 1/8 inch plexiglass. And then I bought two of those tubes of Lexon. They was $12 a piece. And I bought something else over there. I can't remember what it was for the camper or something here. Let me see what else I bought. But it was about $100 for everything. I figured that's still cheaper than... Oh, I know what I bought. I bought these two. I can get them out of the bag. Screen holders. They're screen holders, so I was gonna use these on there, but I may not have to. So, because it's held in there pretty tight. So, there's a couple dollars each. So, no big loss on money. Hang them on my shelf somewhere and may use them 100 years from now. Or my kids will, let's put it that way. So, anyhow, Linus and Dana, Hitching Up, Moving On. We're heading out to Carlisle in a week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence. I wish you'd never let go. All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control. Yeah. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind.